good, Life of Poetry fam? I was close. Welcome back to the channel with your boy, the one and only Marcus T. This guy, back with another video. Ladies and gentlemen, friends, visitors, family members, I'm back talking about regrouping and recharging today, or whenever you see this video here. Well, this video is the last part of the Regroup and Recharge series. I believe this is 4. What's it? I believe this is part 4. If I'm wrong, forgive me, but if not, the other ones will be linked up top. The playlist will be linked up top with the Regroup Recharge series, and then in there. It's been a journey doing these videos here. It's been a great journey. I'm not going to take nothing from it. Unlike the iPad. It's been a great journey. It's been fulfilling for me. I don't know for whoever's been taking the time to actually watch the videos in entirety, but it's been amazing. It's been amazing. Even the time where I took off, you know, those 2 weeks, 13 days or so, that I took time to just step back and just focus on me. Yeah, it's been dope. So we're gonna close out today. But before we get into anything, guys, go ahead, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Because we want the channel to grow. Remember, this channel is about positivity, encouragement, family, and just coming together as people, as individuals from all backgrounds, with difference of opinions, with differences of lifestyles, and so on and so forth. I want this to be that type of safe space that we can come and just talk about life. Explore, you know, as I share my life with you guys, share my testimony, open up the channel for everybody who wants to share. If you guys, I think I've mentioned this before, if you guys want to talk about anything here with me, just DM me on Instagram, or let me know, like, look, can you touch on this here, and I'm going with this here, and we can talk about it here. Or if you want to come to the channel, I'm a part of the discussions with Marcus T. The platform is open for it. I welcome all. With any conversation, nothing is off limits. Other things that are derogatory to yourself or others, deflammatory to yourself or others, or just a complete put down. Yeah, we don't do that here. Again, it's about positivity, encouragement, and just uplifting each other as we move through the difficulties of life. But yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let's grow the channel. Let's get the family up there. Let's grow life in poetry. Let's grow life in poetry. It sounds like I'm saying poetry, like chicken. Poetry is poetry, right? Let's grow the channel. Let's grow it. Let's make it happen. And we're gonna go from there. But guys, like as I was saying, we're gonna close out the series today. Hopefully I'm not before you too long. I'm gonna try to get in and out. I know I say that every time. It's just like a 20, 30 minute video. I'm aiming for 10, 15 at the most. We're going for 10, 15 at the most, right? But we're gonna let God do what he does. As I said when I first started the series here, it's about me getting back to my roots and getting back to just sitting with God and letting God guide this here. You know, if it wasn't for God, I wouldn't have started this channel to begin with. So it's only right that I give it all back to him in an understanding of knowing that, you know what, without him, this will not be possible, you know. But yeah, but you know, so on the journey, we started off with, what did we start off with? Stay and obey, you know, staying with God and obeying what he's saying. And then we went from there to having faith, you know, understanding that, you know, sometimes you just need that little bit to hold on to, and that no matter what, and that understand that it's gonna be hard, but you know, you still push through. We're gonna tap into some of that today. And then part 3 was, now you see it, now you don't. You know, like you got that good smile on your face one day, and boom, it's gone the next day. You know, positivity one day, next, you know, it's that bounce effect. You know, it's like a magician. You know, Houdini. Now you see me, now you don't. But today I just want to just bring it all together. You know, because it was a lot. You know, and going through this process here with just sitting with God and communing with God, and having people understanding that, okay, it's all right to take the step back and to say, okay, you need this time for yourself to figure out where you stand and where you want to go, you know, and all that, and bringing all that together while still understanding where you come from. You know, it's like that past, present, future thing. You got to understand where you come from to figure out why you're there now, and put those together, figure out where you want to go to. Whether you want to go up, stay where you are, or retreat back to the past. I want to move forward to the future as we grow up. You know, as we go up, as we elevate. You know, that's the whole goal here, is to elevate. But this journey, it reveals so much to me. Even it revealed to me, you know, those hard times, and understanding that it's going to get hard. It's not going to be peaches and cream the entire time. That's not what life is. Life's going to throw you some curveballs, some fastballs, some sliders, baseball analogies, but it's going to fluctuate. Um, and it's about understanding that although sometimes are hard, some things may seem bad, but you know it's going to be all right because you're still standing. Even if you fall down, you're going to get back up. You know, the lesson comes from what happened that caused you to fall down. What did you get from falling down? What did you learn while you were down there, and how can you bring yourself back up? You know, and I think that's where I am now. You know, being transparent. These past couple of days or so, or past week or so, I would say that my faith has been really shaky. You know, I'm a man of God. I'm a minister. Yes, I just said it. My faith is shaky. I'm human. And God knows my heart. He knows where I'm standing in this moment. Because although my faith is shaky, I'm still on my face praying. I'm still asking God to speak to me, just pour into me, and just give me those signs and let me know that everything is all right. And I believe from my personal walk with Christ and my personal walk through all this hardship I've been through, and the turmoil and tragedy that I faced over the years, it all comes with that learning lesson, you know, and God is showing me that although those times came about, that He's still right there. It may look bad, and you may get to that mindset where I am a lot of times now. Well, if you're there, why is it happening? You know, is it necessary for it to happen? Like, can I not learn another way? You know, and that I have to be transparent. That may be a question I might be asking for years to come. You know, even when I understand it, heck, I might still be asking the question, like, why is it? Like, why? Like, I understand it's happening, but why? Like, why now? Why can't you just wait till like next week or next year? You know, let me get on my feet fully, you know, for this to happen. But it's in understanding that I had to take that time back, because that what if question, it was the only question I was asking, and I was asking. There wasn't a question in my mind for a long while of me saying, man, how can I get back up? How can I recover from it? God, what's next? I was stuck in that in that prism of thinking, of saying, okay, ain't that happening in my life? Ain't that good? You know, like I used to look at my situation about me not walking physically without the walker or my cane. It's like, yo, this is 5 years. You told me I was healed, you know. And I had a mindset of saying, you know what? Well, maybe it's just not really gonna happen. Maybe folks just talking just to make me feel better, just to uplift me, you know. And I had to kill that, you know. I had to kill that way of thinking, because it wasn't cool and it wasn't right. If God's showing something, no matter if it's from Him directly or from the messenger, you know, God a lot of times sends messages to you, and we just miss it altogether. And I was missing that, you know, and that's why I had to take the time back. And mind you, I hadn't been walking since 2016 without the cane, walker, or wheelchair, or hold on to somebody as we walk. So it's been about five years or so, you know, and getting there, it was like, okay, you know, I'm in helter skelter thinking, that prism thinking, it had to stop, and it was still rooted back there. No matter how much I suppressed it, it was still there. You know, and when people look at you with a certain light, and they're used to looking at you a certain way, and then when they come around and say, oh, I got it, or don't move, I'll do this. It's like, yo, I may be labeled as handicapped, or you may see my inability to do this here, but it doesn't mean I don't want to try. You know, I can get up and I can fix my plate. I can carry a plate. You know, I got my cane in one hand, my plate in the other hand. I can balance. I learned to balance. It's about taking your time. I'm grateful for the help. Do not get me wrong. I'm forever grateful for the help. I will not negate that for nothing. But sometimes it's like people look at me, especially outsiders, those who aren't around me as much, or those who come up and like, oh, you know, you need help. It's, you know, it's like, okay, no, ma'am, no, sir, I got it. I'll try. And just be on standby till I get it right. That's the way of thinking I had. You know, just like give me space and let me figure this out. If I fail, I fail. If I succeed, I succeed. You know, pat on my back either way because I tried. You know, but it's like it's not about me not walking. You know, I had to kill that mindset. I had to kill the fact that I don't have this, I don't have that, or the thought that my book isn't selling as much as I wanted to, or the fact that I don't have 5 digits in my bank account. You know, it's about, I pray it comes. Though I pray it comes. Those digits start to flow in, and those books start to sell. But it's about the journey to get there. You know. It's funny. I just told a friend of mine today. It's not about the it's not it's not a sprint. It's a marathon. You know, we run so fast through life, and we miss those little things on on the side of the road. You know, and those little things are things you need to grab sometimes to help you get to that next space. You know, to get that new breath. You know, that fresh wind to keep pressing through this race called life. And this regroup and recharging, it really just helped me just sit back and dial back a lot. And I've gained so much peace from just detoxifying from everything and everybody. And I'm in a good space now. Again, my faith may be shaky and all these things may be happening, but I'm detoxifying slowly but surely, and things are starting to come to pass. You know, things starting to just sit right, and it's just been like, you know, just breathe through. And it's just been a great journey. Life of Poetry has been a great journey. I say all that to say this. I encourage you all to take time for yourselves, to just regroup and recharge, and just get that fresh breath in. Just breathe in, breathe out. You know, or as I say, woosah a little bit, woosah a little bit. You know, okay, whatever you got to do, just breathe through it. You know, and find your peace, and find that balance with life and work and family and friendship and all those other things you got going on. You know, because it's not worth your peace. You can have everything in the world that you want, but if you don't have that peace, you're still walking in chaos, and you can't enjoy what you have. You can't truly enjoy your family, your children, your wife, your husband, boyfriend, girlfriend, fiance, your business that you started, the money that you're making. You know, you can't truly enjoy it without peace. If so much havoc is in your mind and your head and your day-to-day operation, then no, it's like at the end of the day, what's the purpose of it all? You know, I'm talking in monotone right now. I'm so at peace right now. I'm at peace today. I had my window open in my room. That fresh breeze is coming through here. Although I just learned that I'm allergic to pollen, which probably isn't a good idea for the window to be open. But it's a good breeze right here. So I wanted to come in and get that fresh springtime, you know, breeze coming through my windows. Just blow all that other negativity out of the house. You know, every piece of it, I pray it out every day. I wake up every night, go to bed. I pray it out. Because it comes in and it goes out, it comes in. It's a cycle, but we stop it, you know. We stop it. And I'm going to do it every time I get, even with my wife and I transition to our own space, I'm going to do it then too. That peace has to be, that negativity has to go out. You know, I'm standing on that. I want to keep regrouping and recharging, you know, every chance I get. Whenever I start to feel overwhelmed, and I encourage you all to do it. I encourage you to take time to focus on self. You know, because when it comes to self-care, a lot of times we drop the ball, especially now with everything going on, COVID, people out of jobs because of COVID, trying to find work, and kids are running havoc, and this virtual learning, it's a lot. Take time to care for self. Mental health is key. Self-care is key. It's so important. Life and poetry, it's so important to take care of yourself. Because if you aren't together, everything that's adjoined to you will fall apart. Trust me, it will do so. Life and Poetry, I'm also saying this here before we close this video out here. Told you I wouldn't be here before you long. I'm gonna make it my vow to pray on this as I go forward. Every time God tells me to take this time to regroup and recharge, I want to do so. So in saying that, I know this is just series number 1. It's gonna keep coming. Every time I do it, I'm gonna come back to you guys to let you know what's new, what's happening, how I'm feeling in those moments, you know, as I go through those times of just separating, whether it's for these 13 days, 14 days, 7 days, 2 days, 3 days, however long God tells me to recharge. That's what we're going to do. Even if you say recharge for 24 hours, guess what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it with utmost, you know, surrenderance to it all, the way I did it this way around, because it's needed and it's wanted. Life and Poetry. Take time for self. Love on self. And just encourage yourself. Give yourself affirmations. Just pour into yourself, you know, so that you can understand, so that you can have that type of moment, that fresh breath. that fresh breath, and it's just it's just an amazing feeling. Life of poetry. I love you guys so much, guys. And again, take time to watch these videos all the way through. Please watch them all the way through. I may should start saying this at the beginning of the video for those who don't make it to the end. But if you make it to the end, I thank you. I love you so much. Thank you for being a part of the Life of Poetry team and family. And thank you for encouraging me by watching the videos. That says that I'm doing something right. And that says that you're getting something from this here, that I'm not just talking to talk. But even if I am just talking to talk, somebody down the line can come across this video and say, you know what? That was a word I needed for this moment, this year, on this day, this month, and this time, this season that I'm in. But just as I close out the other videos, we're gonna close out these regroup and recharging videos with a quote that I've come up with. I've said and I prayed about, and God either spoke to me or I spoke to myself. I gave myself these affirmations, or somebody poured them into me. But the quote for this video reads: "Calm your mind, quiet your mind, and listen to your soul speak." Right? Because your body's going to tell you what it needs, but you got to calm that. You got to calm all that noise down and find that peace. Right? Calm your mind, quiet your mind, and listen to your soul speak. It's going to speak to you, Life and Poetry family. Guys, just so I'm speaking to you today, self-care is important. I'm leaning forward. Take this word. Self-care is important. It's vital for you to grab and hold on to. Life of Poetry family, I thank you so much for listening. I love you all so much. Again, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Bring them in as we continue to do great things here, and as I continue to open up to you guys for my life's journey, things that I'm dealing with in the moment. Guys, I love you all so much, Life of Poetry family. Thank you again so much for taking the time to listen to me. It's a pleasure, and it's all love. So until next time, stay safe, be blessed. We out. Peace.